Good afternoon and welcome to our YouTube Live. So today we're going to be talking about free streaming services. This is Go for Lunch for December the 6th, 2022, brought to you by GoFor Technology. I'm Roger Harmon, your host, and if you're new here, please type new in the comments so we can get to know you. And again, our mission today is to make your technology work for you. A few things in life are inevitable: bad weather, taxes, and streaming service price hikes. This is from Nicole in an article in the Wall Street Journal on November the 6th. So free streaming services are an alternative to subscription-based streaming services where the costs are going up. Netflix recently introduced a $6.99 per month ad-supported plan. So it used to be the concept of pay TV was you paid for the TV so you wouldn't have to watch the commercials. Well, as we've all noticed, that has changed. So now we pay for the TV and we get to watch the commercials. So here's the history of Netflix price increases, starting here on the left in 2015 and ending up with the current pricing in 2022. So the bottom line is the basic service, which is not high definition, and you can only watch one device at a time. The middle portion here is the standard version, which does have high definition TV, and you can watch two screens at a time. And then the top one here for $19.99 a month is the premium version, which has 4K content, the highest resolution, and you can have four screens operating at the same time. Also, Netflix is cracking down on sharing your sign-in, and they're going to be enforcing that it must be people in the same household. So subscription costs are increasing. Another example is Disney Plus also brought out an ad-supported tier for $7.99 per month. They say that the ad breaks will be limited to 4 minutes per hour. Whether this is going to be a standard with the other ad-supported services, I'm not sure, but let's hope so. And they increased the price of their ad-free plan to $10.99 a month. So Hulu is interesting. Hulu has several different services. You can get Hulu and you can get Hulu Plus, which includes local live TV, which does work in Tucson and most major metropolitan areas. So their bundle is with Hulu with ads, plus the live TV, plus Disney Plus without ads, plus ESPN with ads, which is now currently $69.99. But the plan is no longer be available beginning December 8th, and existing subscribers will be able to keep it, but it's going to cost $74.99. So if this looks good to you, you need to buy it before next Thursday, like by tomorrow. Then they have a Hulu version with no ads, your live TV, Disney Plus with no ads, ESPN with ads, and that's going from $75.99 to $82.99. So this is a complete package. This would completely replace your cable TV package. Now, it won't replace your cable internet, so you still need internet to use any of these streaming services, but it will replace the TV part of your cable subscription. So you can see here another thing they're doing here is the add-on for Disney Plus without ads is available $2.99 a month. That's going away. So if you want that, you need to become an existing subscriber by tomorrow. And then they're going to have the add-on for Disney Plus, but it's going to be with ads, and it's going to cost $2 a month starting December 8th. So, of course, these free streaming services are not totally free because they're going to take up your time by presenting you with advertising, because they have to stay in business. They need a business plan. They need income, so they sell advertising so that they can bring the free content to you. So the services we're going to look at today, in no particular order, are Freevee, Tubi, Crackle, Popcornflix, Plex, Vudu, Reelgood, the Roku Channel, and we have a couple of bonuses that I discovered during the research for this program, and that is YouTube and Kanopy. So these are listed in the notes down below, so you can just search for the names and you'll come up with their websites, and there's a few little comments by each one. And unfortunately the formatting didn't come out on the YouTube comments section like I'd like, so it's kind of all jumbled together, but I think you can figure it out. So let's look at these free streaming services, shall we? So here we are in our Safari web browser. So I should mention that all these services are available on the web, maybe one exception. And they also have an app that you can get on your iPhone or your iPad or on your streaming service like Fire TV or Apple TV Plus. And many of the smart TVs also have an app store where you can download these apps to your smart TV. So there's numerous ways to access this content that we're talking about. So we're going to start with Freevee, which was bought by Amazon. So when you go to freevee.com, you come up with this page, and you don't have to be signed into Amazon. So you do not have to have an Amazon account to use Freevee. But as you can see here, as it shows you in the upper left-hand corner, that these videos with ads are free to watch and include ads with the video. And as we're scrolling through here, you may notice that there are none that I saw that don't have that little ad up in the upper left-hand corner. So these are set up with things that you've started to watch. New movies, they give you a little synopsis. They give you a rating here, the year that the movie was released, the rating as far as the movie motion picture, or whatever the company, organization is that gives ratings. So you have a lot of information when you mouse over the icon for the picture. So it also gives you the running time. So that's useful. And this plus here, you can add it to your watch list, or you can say, I don't want to see this movie ever again. You can hide it, and you can also watch the trailer. So a lot of features here in Freevee. So as we scroll down, we can see here that there are different categories. Here's Watch Live. And there's popular movies, popular TV, documentaries. So some of these services are actually producing original content. So this is content that you would not see anywhere else, because they need more content. So they produce their own instead of buying it from other people. So here's an interesting category, movies under 90 minutes. So this one is just under 90 minutes, 1 hour and 27 minutes. So that was a category I hadn't seen anyplace else. So we have drama, real challenges, comedies, the movies of the month, recently added. So this will be popular this time of year, holiday movies. I'm not sure why America's Test Kitchen is a holiday movie. But and here's a fireplace app, so you can have a fireplace running on your TV. So that could be fun, set you in the mood. romance, watch live, classic. So interesting things here like Red Skelton. And this is streaming for free. And they also have news. So in different, usually there's an arrow over here, but not on this one. So I guess that's all the news they have. Fantasy movies, recently added, reality TV, action and adventure. You get the idea. So lots of different categories. So next we have Tubi. So Tubi has a lot of independent or indie movies. So here's a carousel here at the top that's featuring some things. Then they have a recommended section here. They have a kids category. So you can see right up here is Tubi Kids. And they do have some coverage for World Cup apparently. So as we look down here for the categories, recommended, action, comedy, horror. Here's the World Cup coverage, sci-fi and fantasy, more World Cup coverage, recently added, black cinema, family movies, and something completely different. I wonder if Monty Python's in there. Let's see. It would be a coup if they did that, but doesn't look like Monty made it. Here's sports and things that are leaving soon. So these are things that if you want to watch them, you need to watch them before they're gone. So this brings up another point in that movies rotate on these services. So just because you see a movie today doesn't mean it'll be there next month. So if it's something that you want to watch, you should not procrastinate. Okay, let's go on to Popcornflix. So here again we have their spotlighted movies, legends in action, new ones to their service, what's trending now, which means what people are watching the most. Then we have a Christmas movie section. Here's one of my favorite Christmas movies, Mask of the Ninja. Just kidding. And exclusive, so this is stuff that was produced strictly for them, apparently. And we have Twisted Christmas, if you want a little different slant on holiday movies. Animation, we have Notorious Criminals, classic action. There's old Dean Martin in The Silencers. It's an oldie. And adventure, war and military, bingeable. You know, so we can see here we have a lot. This is kind of an interesting category, mockbusters. So I'm not quite sure what mock would mean, satire to me. So not sure what that category looks like. They're playing fast and loose with that category. License to Thrill. So somebody put a little imagination in these categories. Corman Christmas. That should be interesting. Dinosaurs. Medieval action. Adult animation. Crime. Black entertainment. Midnight movie. So you get the idea there for Popcornflix. It also has movies available in different languages, and it also has subtitles. Subtitles there at the bottom. So next we have Plex. So Plex is an interesting service. Plex originally started out as a service where you could rip or copy your DVD movies that you had purchased and put them up on a Plex server, which you would have in your home. and then you could watch those movies, and you could also watch them remotely through your mobile devices. But now they've added a free movie tier. So they have over 200 free live TV channels. You can stream from almost any device. You can pause, save, and resume. And so this is you could add your personal media. This is what we were talking about. Then they have an upgrade, a paid version for Plex Pass, which gives you more features. And they do have a DVR. So if you pay for the Plex Pass, you can record content for later viewing. But then most of this is, except for the live, is on demand. And most of these you do have to sign in to. And so we can just sign in here. And we'll say not now for one password. And apparently my credentials are not correct, so we'll stop doing that. Worked the other day. Okay. So most of these you do have to sign in to get the most features. So here we have categories under free movies and TV here up at the top. So the same kind of categories that we've been seeing. So Plex is another choice. Let's look at Vudu. So Vudu has high definition movies for free, but if you want 4K movies, you have to pay for them, and they also have rentals. So here we are in the free movie section. We got there by clicking here on View All Free Movies and TV. So you can see they have their categories right here at the top, and we can scroll through those. We were at the end, so we're going back to the beginning, and there we are. So then down below they have new releases, all-time favorites, hidden gems, top TV series. You've got big-time movie stars, holiday movie collection, and then hard-hitting action, audience favorites. So it looks like there's a lot of family movies in here. Comedies, Blast from the Past, disaster, thrilling suspense, aliens in outer space. I love this one, Swords and Sandals. So and captivating drama. Here's a movie about the founder of McDonald's. So that is what Vudu looks like. Now, Reelgood is kind of a unique service. What you can do is you can add your services to the Reelgood website or app. So if you go down here, you can see all the services that you can add. So if you have a subscription to Netflix or Prime Video or HBO, Hulu, Stars, you can add that here, and this becomes your central directory for all your content. You can see there's more. There's Plex, Disney Plus, Apple TV Plus, Paramount Plus, and Discovery, AMC, BritBox, YouTube Premium, Tubi, Kanopy, and the list goes on. Crackle, and Cinemax, Hallmark, TNT, MTV, TCM, Travel Channel, NBC, all the networks are there, including the Cartoon Network, National Geographic, and there you have it. So this becomes a place where you can add multiple services. And then when you search for a movie, it's going to look at all of the services that you have added. And then they have featured films here. Here we're using a filter for 1900. So this is everything 1900 to 2023. So you can see here they have a large selection. And you can go up here to look at different categories for TV shows, different categories for your movies, and then you have the new ones and the ones that are leaving. And you can see here they are showing this by different services here. So this is really an extensive website that can do a lot of things that none of the other ones do. So here's one that you might not expect, the Roku Channel, which you would think would only be available on Roku, but it's available on other platforms as well. So they have same kind of categories. This is kind of interesting, things that are not on Netflix. So that's kind of interesting. So you can watch it on Roku players, TVs that have Roku, and most smart TVs might be able to add the Roku channel. And Now TV and Sky Q, which I believe is more of a international service. And then here's one that I didn't think about when I was doing my research, but I knew about it, but I didn't think about it. And that's YouTube. YouTube has free movies with ads. So here are primetime movies. You can see here is Miracle on 34th Street, Roger Rabbit. And so lots of movies here. These are not going to be the latest movies, but sometimes here's A Christmas Carol. And I guess I got to Godzilla here. Didn't want to do that. So they have categories as well: comedies, drama, action, adventure, animation, romance, and then it's trying to load some more. But we won't wait. So Kanopy is a unique service. You need to have a library card to use Kanopy. And the way it works is you can watch you get 5 credits a month. So, and then you receive a new set of credits at the beginning of the next month. So you can only watch 5 different things on Kanopy, and then once you start watching, you have either 48 hours or 72 hours to finish it after you press play the first time. And it'll track the time remaining on your list. And the kids section is unlimited, so there's no restrictions on the kid-friendly films. You don't need any play credits to watch that. So this is interesting. Here we have new content, Christmas movies in here, new documentaries, world cinema, newly added series, again another holiday section, bingeable shows, reality. They're big on British TV, so if you're a fan of the well-produced British television, then this might be a place for you. Here's things on Kanopy for a limited time, as well as things that are already known to be leaving, new and noteworthy starring roles, trending now, and more British cinema. Excuse me. Historical dramas, and Oscar winners and nominees. So Kanopy is another way that you can get free streaming services, and with Kanopy there are no ads, so there is that advantage. Here's another one that I discovered in my research. It's called Chicken Soup for the Soul TV. So the website is chickensouptv.com, And from what I can tell here, I haven't tried to watch this, but it's entertainment that entertains and inspires. So you can see some of the programs here, the cooking shows. Here's an exclusive content. This looks interesting. William Shatner, Christopher Lord, Gene Smart, Senior Moment, and something on architecture, and much, much more. So if you're looking for something that's uplifting and entertaining, you might want to check out Chicken Soup for the Soul. And it's going to be available on your Samsung and Vizio smart TVs, on your Roku streaming device, as well as Fire TV, and they're putting it in more places. Also on your Vizio, we said Vizio, your Plex, your LG TVs, Freecast, which is another free streaming service. And so here is a sample of some of the things that is available on Chicken Soup for the Soul. Changing the world, one story at a time. So hopefully you get an idea of how all that works. So if you haven't already, please put your questions or comments in the comments on your screen, and share the GoFor Gazette with anybody you know that uses Apple devices. We're trying to get 2 more subscribers to reach the magic 100 so that YouTube will give us some more privileges. And if you haven't updated Zoom lately, it's now on version 5.12.9. You should do that before your next Zoom meeting. So we have Chris here. Hi, Chris. And Carolyn is here. So is anybody using any of these services? I've used another one that I have on the list down below here, but I didn't talk about, is Crackle. Crackle is from Sony Pictures, and they have a lot of content. And that's actually how I found Chicken Soup for the Soul. And so Crackle is another one to consider. And Mary says that she watches Freevee and the ads are minimal. Okay, good. I'm glad to know that. So I haven't, well, I probably have watched Freevee, but didn't realize I was watching Freevee because I do have an Amazon Prime subscription. And so sometimes it's hard to tell what's on Prime and what's on Freevee. I think there's some crossover there. Okay, so Susan says you've used Kanopy, and she says it is excellent. So yeah, I think the quality on Kanopy is good, and because they restrict it, they have agreements with the content providers to get good quality movies and other features. And there are no ads on Kanopy, so if you're tired of ads, then Kanopy would be the place for you. Well, good. Glad you all could be here today. If you haven't already, please give me a like. And if you haven't already, please subscribe so that you can be notified when you hit the little bell when we go live. If you have any questions about anything I've talked about today or anything else, you can call me or email me, and that information is coming up next. So have a great day.